first guest tonight. My first guest is a rapper and an actor. You can see every Friday night on Law & Order Special Victims Unit. He also has a new show called Beyond Tough, which premieres next Wednesday night at 10 on the Learning Channel. Please welcome Ice-T. How are you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing very well now that you're here. Let me ask you a quick question. Over the summer, you did a show in Miami.
Yeah.
Called The Pimp and Hoe Ball.
Yeah. Well, they have, like, a lot of people do promotions like that, just regular parties.
Right.
Where the guys dress up like pimps, the girls dress up like hoes. It's a chance to let your girl get a little more scandalous than usual.
Right.
It's not like they have a real pimp ball that goes on in Chicago with real pimps and real hoes. This was just something which is...
This was a sad imitation of it.
Yeah, but it's still fun. You know, cats get to wear hats, squares that never would actually be able to, you know, act crazy around their girl, get to act crazy, and the girls get to show a little something.
Would I fit in at the Pimp and Hoe Ball?
I mean, if you wore the right gear, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? What if I showed up like this and was like, hello, pimps and hoes?
You fit
Hello.
You fit in, but you look like a trick. You just have to pay the hoes, you know? There's a place for you there.
Now, I mean, what if, like, a kid says to his parents, Mom, can I have, can I borrow some money? I want to go to the Pimp and Hoe Ball. Is that something they discourage? It's, there's probably an age cutoff.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a late-night event, you know
right.
what I'm saying? If some kid is up in there, then their parents probably feel it's appropriate for them to be out that late. But this is a late-night thing.
Hey, this is a late-night thing. This is my Pimp and Hoe Ball right here.
Exactly.
Welcome to it. Now, I got to ask you about this. You're the spokesperson for a new ice cream bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's called Posse Pops.
Yeah.
Now, I got to say, you can make, I would say about Ice-T, this man can make anything cool. It's really tough to make an ice cream bar cool.
Nah, it's not. It's just, you know, what happened was this cat that had, once upon a time, he worked for Ben & Jerry's. He decided he was going to break off and do something, and he wanted to do an ice cream bar that would reach the inner cities, the kids. There's only two things that kids really got 100% vote on, which is ice cream and cereal.
Right.
You know, when we heard the ice cream truck, we come running. So what he did, he asked me, would I be interested in putting some positive messages on it? And I thought that was cool, because gangster rappers and people like myself, we don't ever get asked to do anything like that.
Right.
So I said, yeah, we'll do it. So what goes on is, on the rappers of the Posse Pops, there's positive messages about school, about drugs, about things, but it's all written by hardcore rappers like myself, Guru from Gangstar, because really, honestly, when you're talking to a young kid, sometimes people that they consider square, the messages they don't want to hear, but if they think I'm tough and I'm cool and I'm telling them what's right to do, it may hit a lot harder.
Right, and especially if they're there and they've bought the Posse Pop and they're going to eat it anyway and they're reading the rapper.
Well, yeah, and the moms might say, read this, you know, Ice-T said it. I mean, I've been telling people for years, you know, they should let me do something like a milk commercial or something, because...
What would your milk commercial be like?
A milk commercial would be like, I drink milk. You got a problem with that? You know, because honestly...
That's a good message for the kids.
Well, honestly, that's what they're going to have to take to school with them. I mean, if they don't want to do drugs, they're going to have to go up against people that they think's tougher, so they feel somebody else is cool, is saying the same thing, it works better.
It sounds like a good thing to me.
Yeah, it is.
Now, let me ask you about Beyond Tough. This is a new show that you're doing.
Yeah.
Where you profile the most dangerous jobs in the world.
Exactly.
And you did one profile on guys that, like, wrestle alligators for a living.
Exactly.
And you got into the pen with the killer alligator yourself.
A Nile crocodile.
A Nile crocodile.
It was not cool, Conan. I was out of there, dog. See, the show
That's one of your new messages on your Posse Pop, isn't it? Kids, stay away from the Nile crocodile.
Stay away from anything that can't be trained or isn't on a leash, really, honestly. I mean, the show, since I played a tough guy and I do it in the movies, I said, this, you know, just recently, since 9/11, people start looking at firemen as heroes because they run into the things we're running out of. So I said, there's a lot of jobs out there where people risk their lives and do dangerous things regularly. So we went out to Orlando, Florida, and they coaxed me into the cage with the crocodile. I don't do these jobs. I go to the jobs, I interview the people, then I say, okay, do your job. There's another show where a guy does that. That's called Jackass.
Yeah.
Right? So
you're not doing that, yeah.
Nah, I don't do that. But today they got me in there with the crocodile. So I'm looking and he's like, the crocodile can run faster than you. It can run 30 miles an hour. This is a mother. We just took away her eggs. She's protecting her nest.
Who's taunting this crocodile? We took her eggs away. We poked her in the eye.
And then we walked up behind an 11-foot croc. They touched it, and the whole thing did a 180. And I did about 190 out the back. Like I was Ghost, Jack.
You just ran. You just got out of there.
I tried to run a little bit, but I couldn't stop. I just got out of there. And then from then on, I didn't want to go in there. And I was just like, you can see it in the show. I'm just like, let's just shoot this segment and move on.
Now, what about, you did a segment on rodeo clowns? Because that's a dangerous job. Rodeo clown, people think it's a joke, but when the bull actually, you know, looks like it's going to kill somebody, they send the rodeo clowns in there to distract it, right?
Well, in the rodeo, they actually call these cats bullfighters. They don't even call them clowns. They dress up like clowns, but they jump in front of these bulls, and bulls are like 2,000 pounds, 2,500 pounds. Hey, I'm not doing any of these jobs. Believe this, believe this. And it's funny that one guy was asking me, he said, well, what makes all these jobs similar? I'm like, they're hiring. There's any job. Any job you see on Beyond Tough, you can go get it. Any women out there that got men that are unemployed, say, watch Beyond Tough and go get a job, you bum.
These are all jobs. These are available. You could be a rodeo clown. Law and Order SVU airs Friday nights at 10 on NBC.
Yeah.
And Beyond Tough premieres next Wednesday night at 10 on the Learning Channel. That sounds like a cool show.
And the cool thing about it, women like this show, men like it, kids like it. It's educational, and it's something to do Wednesday night. You know what I'm saying? So check it out.
Watch this and then go to the Pimps and Hoe Ball. Check it out. Ice-T, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks,
Always good to have you. Joey Fatone is going to be out in just a couple of minutes. But first, ladies and gentlemen, a little word from Toyota. Tonight's show is brought to you by the 2003 Camry. Get the feeling, Toyota. Right, Conan lookalike?
That's right, except no lookalikes for that top quality product.